greatest high school rivalries in the nation renews for the 23rd time in Belle Glade tonight. It's the Muck Bowl with Glade Central hosting Pahokee. Hello, everyone. Dan Oliver here with Bill Bolander, ready to witness a game that means nothing in the playoff picture, but it means everything to both schools, the fans, and their communities.
Yeah, have you ever seen anything like this? The statement was made, if you wanted to stereotype a high school football game, you would take the plans for this one and say, this is it. It doesn't get any better than this. There are still cars, Dan, coming in from who knows where, and what a format, what an idea that this whole thing is just so big to both communities.
And if our camera guys could get it, that'd be great. There it is. It's like in the movie A Field of Dreams, where you see the long line of headlights going for miles and heading to the little farm. Well, this is a field of dreams tonight. This game, the 23rd renewal of the Muck Bowl, featuring some of the best players you will see not only in Palm Beach County, but in America.
No, absolutely. This game probably has at least a dozen Division I athletes on the field at one time, and I don't think any other game in the country can boost those kind of numbers. I've seen a lot of high school rivalries. I've seen some great college rivalries as you have. Nothing is bigger than this.
Well, a lot of people are here. NFL Films is here filming a documentary, and we may be speaking to one of the representatives from them later in the evening. But first, let's get to the keys of the game here. The Blue Devils have won 23 in a row. They are ranked as high as 6th nationally. What are their keys?
Well, if it isn't broke, don't fix it, because I'll tell you what, they just need to do what they've done all season, what they did last season. I think offensively they're even a better football team than they were a year ago. They need to get on top and keep those good vibes going, and if they do that, it's gonna really be tough for Glade Central. 3 and out, they can't have a lot of those. If they get the 3 and outs, then I think Glade Central's idea is to control the football.
Okay, and now we move on to the Raiders, who have won 15 of the 22 previous Muck Bowls.
Right, and does the home field advantage mean that much in this game? I don't think it really does. But they need to run the football. They need to control the clock. They need to get first downs and keep the ball away from that great Pahokee offense. If they have a couple trick plays, and they haven't shown them this season, I think you're going to see them come out with that, and possibly somewhere down the line we'll see a trick or two. And they need to get a leg up too. I think I honestly believe the team that's going to score first has the biggest advantage in this game.
Well, last year was a barn burner of a game, won 28-21 by Pahokee in Pahokee. But let's remember, it has been 20 years since Pahokee has won on this field at Glade Central High School. We're going to be back with the opening kickoff in just a few minutes. We're glad you're with us. You're with us along for the ride. It should be a great night. As we leave you for this break, though, we're going to take you back to the 2006 Muck Bowl. Holly, number 8, as he rolls to his left, stops, goes back to his right, and he's throwing deep. He's got a man open, and he's got the catch. And the first play of the game in the Muck Bowl is going to be a touchdown. Like the wishbone, and to give to the fullback inside and pushing up and going in, standing up for the touchdown is Willie Jenkins. On second down now, still in the shotgun. Fakes it and leaves the ball laying on the field, and it looks like the Blue Devils have it. They do. Pahokee recovers the fumble. The celebration begins, and the Pahokee Blue Devils have won the 2006 Muck Bowl. As the regular season comes to a close, we're looking toward the playoffs, but we need your help. Palm Beach County Friday Night Football is seeking sponsors for postseason action, including the 14th annual All-Star Game on December 15th. Follow your team's road to the state finals on PalmBeachPost.com with all the coverage you've come to know from Palm Beach County Friday Night Football. To find out how you can be a sponsor, email us at pbcfnf@aol.com. That's pbcfnf@aol.com. Let's keep the season going. Palm Beach County Friday Night Football is brought to you by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the Miami Dolphins, Urban Youth Impact, and William Ward. Special thanks to Terrence Freeman, attorney at law, and Gator Leasing. And now, back to the game.
Football official
Welcome back, everyone. We are ready for the kickoff to the Muck Bowl, which will happen in just a couple of minutes. First, we want to introduce you to a new face on our team. Alex Akeda is on the sidelines for us and has talked to both coaches prior to this. So, Alex, take it away.
Feeling is intense out here. Let me tell you, this rivalry is definitely living up to its name. This is my first ever Muck Bowl, and I've been to several college football games. You name them, Miami, Florida State, Miami, Florida. This game, the feeling in this game right now actually has any kind of feeling that any big college rivalry or even NFL rivalry would. I spoke to both coaches before the game's going to get started here, and they're telling me that they're not worried about records. Right now, Pahokee has been the big dog down here in the lake for the past year, but both coaches are not worried about records, championship hopes, title hopes. They're worried about winning this game. It's all about bragging rights for the next year. This is what they're worried about. They're worried about coming out here and winning this game and showing up who is the best here at Lake Okeechobee and Belle Glade. So we're bound to be a very exciting football game. We're going to be on the sideline, and we're going to be keeping up to date with everything that's going on. Back to you guys up in the booth.
All right. Thank you, Alex. And the Raiders are taking the field. And talk about electric atmosphere. We've got it. A jam-packed stadium. People are lined up on the fence. It looks like 3 or 4 deep here in front of the press box. This is an exceptional high school experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, I don't think we can overdo it by saying that we're really hyping this up beyond what it really looks like. We've got rock stars here. We got NFL football players here. And we've got 2 great football teams, Dan, 2 superlative high school programs, and they're going to go after it.
Now let's talk a little bit about their head coaches. The head coach of Pahokee is Blaze Thompson. This is his first year as the head coach. He replaced Leroy Foster. And interesting as to what Alex said, he said his 3 goals this year, in order: 1, win the district; 2, win the Muck Bowl; 3, win a state title. And they're not just kidding around. No. And there's of course, Willie Sneed, the coach of Glade Central.
No, this is similar to winning an Army, winning the Army-Navy game.
All right, we have another member of our team, and I think she's with some fans prior to this, Kimberly Peterson. What do you got for us, Kimberly?
Thanks, Dan. I'm standing here with Miss Tarina, Anthony Shepard's mom, number 7, the quarterback for the Pahokee Blue Devils. So tell me, how crazy has it been this past week getting ready for the big game?
Actually, he's just recovering from the flu, so now he's up to 100%. Throughout this week, he's been ill. He just started feeling okay around Wednesday.
Okay, wow, that's tough. So is he going to give it his all 100% tonight?
Yes, he's ready tonight. The antibiotics kicked in, and he's ready.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us out here tonight. I really appreciate your time. Thanks, Dan. Back to you.
All righty, thank you, Kimberly. And as a matter of fact, Shepard has never lost a game as a starting quarterback. How do you like that?
That's a pretty good record.
Yeah, I would say
Speaking
so.
of Blaze Thompson, though, Dan, he was a little kid the last time I was out here with the team. His dad was the coach, and I am really old. I figured that out after that.
Now, Willie Sneed, of course, in his 3rd season as the Raiders head coach, as we go to the kickoff. And it looks like Travis Benjamin on the return, and it looks like we got a lot of excited football players on the field.
Yeah, the emotions run so high, especially in the first few plays of the game, that you've got the team that calms down the fastest is going to have the advantage. I always felt playing in these kind of games that you had to execute offensively. Defense was going to take care of itself. Offensive execution is the key.
Now, we've seen Glade Central already this year. You have not seen them, but when Tom Cherry was with us, we did the Glade Central Dwyer game. Very interchangeable in the backfield, as of note. Never know who the quarterback is going to be, and right now it's DeAndre Holly. Not their usual starter. Contavious McCoy is normally the starter. On the first play, he's going to go on a mid-range pass down the left sideline, incomplete, intended for number 87, and I don't have that on the roster.
He was getting pressure from the backside, Dan, from Artis Evans, number 4. And Holly, who's an unexpected starter, if you remember, played almost the whole game last year at quarterback for Glade Central.
And that was Gregory Dent. I told his number was different on the roster. So now we got that cleared up, and we've got 2nd and 10. And the give is in the backfield, swarmed on by the Blue Devils, and that is their MO for the entire season. Pahokie's defense has been incredible, and in on that stop was number 54, McKenna Regis, and we're probably going to be calling his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, he came off the ball extremely well there, Dan, and just manhandled the running back. Now we've got a 3rd and long situation with trips to the left.
So the Raiders forcing into a throwing situation, and scrambling this time is Holly up the middle, gets a few yards, and a flag is down. Normally a holding in the area we see offensive holding.
The refereeing crew tonight, Dan, is headed by John Conacher, who's a longtime official in Palm Beach County, and they will do a very good job controlling the football game.
Now this is interesting because Contavious McCoy is normally the #1 quarterback for Glades. Last year, DeAndre Holly started this game, and I'm wondering, Bill, if it's because of his increased mobility that he can scramble like that, that they're going with him.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, plus his big game experience, this game in particular.
Didn't take that many snaps this year, but now he's looking deep, and he's got a man, and it looks like a 1st down. That's a 15-yard completion for DeAndre Holly.
Yeah, he hits number 9, Rentavious Wooter, on a little curl route on the outside. It's amazing to me to think that Holly is not the starting quarterback, because not only can he run, he really can throw the football.
I was going to say he threw that one on a rope. So 1st and 10 now as the Raider offense approaches midfield. Holly is in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself, cuts inside, but not finding much room. He'll get maybe a yard out of that.
Yeah, and Holly looked like that was the spread option, and Holly took the ball and immediately ran inside, so there was no predetermined pitch. But what I saw there, Dan, was that the defensive end for Pahokie closed, so I would imagine the coaches will come back to that and tell him to pitch the ball.
Pahokie's defense is listed as a 3-5, but the 2 outside backers line up, as you can see, right on the line. Now here on 2nd down, and getting a little more yardage on that try was DeAndre Holly, up just past the 50-yard line now.
What I see them doing offensively is I think Holly gives them that extra dimension. When you have a quarterback that runs the ball and runs it that well, he's almost undefendable from the standpoint if you have somebody to assign to him. So I think Pahokee will have to change their defensive scheme here a little bit.
3rd down, 3 to go. A little fake, and across the right side goes Holly, and it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. The spot's a little closer than his position at the moment, but it looks like it's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, Pahokie's going to have to change what they do defensively, because I really don't think they expected Holly to come out here and run the gun option, and that time he faked one way and went the other, and he's got very quick feet.
Also, the Raiders in a no-huddle offense at this time, trying to give the Blue Devils a little less time to get prepared for the play. So on 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, Holly back. He's looking deep. He's going deep. He's double covered, and almost picked off. A nice play there by Andriel Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson playing his free safety position, Dan. Sees the ball. The ball had a little bit more airtime than I think Holly wanted it to have, and he came over and played the ball perfectly, coming over the top, and I think he's pretty upset with himself that he didn't pick that one off, because that could have easily been an interception and Pahokee going the other way.